Y'all already know, man. It's Culture Talk TV, man, and we want to give a big shout out. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Sister Sarah fried garlic crab. If you're looking for any seafood, the best seafood in the whole county, Sister Sarah's garlic crab. Y'all make sure to tap in.
It's Culture Talk TV. I need you to tap in with us on the hot topics in our city.
What it is, y'all. Y'all already know, man. It's another episode 37, Culture Talk TV. And you know it's your host with the most, Tim the Official, Mr. Media Man. Tonight's episode is sponsored to you not only by the #1 seafood in South Florida, Sister Sarah Garlic's Crab, but you can't forget our homemade brand D1H Apparel, and you can't forget the biggest promotional brand in South Florida, period, Street Billboards. Tonight, we have a special guest, award-winning producer, not only my boy, but a superstar hands right, Cash Marley. What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, brother?
How you feeling, brother?
I'm blessed, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, before, honestly, I haven't had too many producers, so we're gonna do a little diving in about producing and stuff like that. But I want the audience to get to know you a little bit first. So, you born and raised South Florida, or you Floridian, or where you from?
Yeah, I'm from Liberia, Hollywood.
Okay.
Hollywood, Florida.
Okay. So,
but I was I'm from the islands.
Okay.
But I'm a Florida, Hollywood. That's where I was raised at.
Okay, so when you say islands, you done been to the islands?
Yeah, when I was young. And then when we came over here,
gotcha.
I came back over here when I was here, and then my mom left the country, and we came back. I was like 7, and then been back here ever since. Definitely. And we was in Hollywood and Danny.
Okay.
Danny in Hollywood, Liberia.
That part. And when you say islands, what islands are we talking about?
Bahamas, Haiti.
Okay. That's even both. We got both bloodlines.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's dope. So what's it like on the islands? Like, can you give us some stories? Like what's growing up on the island like? Like what's
islands, that like? Islands get treacherous,
Mm-hmm.
The islands treacherous, and just like the US. It's just, violence, money, drugs, elevation, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. Nah, definitely. So when you was over here, so what are some things you got into for fun? Like what was your life growing up like? You know what I'm saying? Was you athletic? Was you on the bikes? Like what was on?
Oh yeah, for sure. I always on. Yeah, I played football, played Optimus ball. I played high school. You know what I'm saying? I went far in football, man. But I was playing hurt. I wasn't supposed to have been playing for like 6 years. I played for 6 years hurt.
Damn.
And I still made it far. Scholarships, everything, the whole. But I couldn't play no more. So the football career just ended, and then started with music. From there it was music.
Nah, definitely. So and what makes one go into music? Because we all love music. We all grew up with music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just our culture. But what makes one go into music with the producer mindset rather than the artist mindset?
I mean, before I was a producer, I was a musician. So I played instruments. So I loved music before I loved like the rap game. Getting into the rap game, before all that, I loved music, like the creation, because I played the trombone, I played the bass guitar, acoustic, the lead guitar, the piano, the drums.
Sheesh.
So I, I love music anyway.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so you was an artist first, though. I'm sorry, you was a musician first.
No, I did start off rapping first.
Okay.
Yeah, I started off rapping
So okay,
first.
so first you started as a musician, then you went into
Then
being
I
an
went into
artist.
rapping,
Okay.
and then I went into producing.
Okay, so what's that? Okay, so what's that transition like? So all right, so now you do all these different instruments, and this is at like what age? At what age are you doing all these
Oh
different?
man, I started playing drums in church. Like I think I was like 11.
Things?
I
Yeah.
was young.
Okay. Okay. So and then what? You just start gravitating to all the other instruments.
Yeah, I got tired of the drums. So the first instrument I learned was really the trombone in elementary.
Mm,
I was playing the trombone in elementary,
okay.
and I was playing percussion in elementary,
Serious.
but I wasn't playing the drum set yet.
Mm,
I learned the drum set at 11, but from all my elementary years, I was already playing trombone and playing individual drums in the drum
mm.
in the drum band back then. Drum band back then was just separated drums.
Okay, got you. All right. So then okay. So then after that, you go into being an artist. When did this start? Well, at what age would you say you go into making music for yourself?
Well, I didn't even when I was in high school, I didn't even I didn't even know I was even gonna be doing music. Like when
Mm.
I was in high school, I was playing football and I was in the band. So halftime, I'm on the field playing the drums, and then I go back on the field.
For
Yeah.
real?
So I was always doing so like I'm gonna
Okay.
do everything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I was like, so that's what made me, it makes sense for my music career where I rap and produce and engineer, play instruments, produce. Yeah, I'm doing everything.
Right. So okay, so but like when would you say you started making like okay when was your first record or when did you first go into the studio like serious about making music?
Well, when I was in the studio in Tallahassee, when I was young. I was young. I probably was about 22, and I met Blood Raw in the studio,
Mm.
and I was making beats on my laptop. And then he came, and he was like, "You making beats?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm making beats." He was like, "Let me hear it." And then the same beat I was making, he rapped on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so when I seen that, then I was like, "Okay, I might could do this music shit." And
Jeez. So that okay, so that was like what that was like a moment of inspiration pretty much. That was like,
yeah, for sure,
jeez.
for sure, for
Nah,
sure.
that's dope. That's dope. Jeez, that's
And
dope,
then
bro.
Sean J from Field Mob, shout out my homeboy Sean J from Field Mob. And then he was like right after him, he gravitated to me too. And so Sean J I did a lot of songs with Sean J
Mhm.
from Field Mob.
Damn.
Yeah, when I was
And
young.
and this was early, like this when you first started type.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But
And
that's
then
hey.
I knew it was, I said, man, okay, it might be a promising future with this music
Hey,
shit.
when it's your calling, bro, it's your calling, right?
Yeah.
That's wild. So you just start and bomb, blood raw bomb. See
Yeah.
that's
I'm a
jeez.
young nigga. Moving crazy, running up the road, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he already knew, like, I was already official, you know what I'm saying? Because of who I was, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, then he see me there doing the music, I guess he was like, we knew him for a while. My brother knew him for a while. And so, it's a whole history about that, you know what I mean? It's a whole
For
history
sure.
of that. Shout out Total K, Total Chaos. Total Chaos was like one of the first producers that actually like I'll send my beats to him and he'll mix them for me and he'll tell me like, hey, you need to do like he'll like show me game on them producing shit.
Damn.
Yeah, Total Chaos. Yeah.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Sheesh. Okay, so And then what makes you okay? So what made you transition then? So what was the transition like? Like what made you go from artist to producer? Because a lot of people, who like it's rare that people do that. Because a lot of people once they get into the artist bag, they in the artist bag. So what made you want to expand?
I felt like the rap shit would be easy, but now I want to do something else that the gang ain't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Something else we need. So I said, okay, let me produce and let me engineer it, learn how to record this damn music. So I was recording the game, teaching, and everybody learned how to record themselves during the
Right.
doing the movement.
So okay, and then so right now, would you say that you're more of a producer or artist?
I wouldn't.
There's no label like that.
It's a balance because
Okay.
it's a balance because I might just be doing like I be writing a lot of shit like and a lot of stuff that be around. So it's like I ain't all the way out of it, but I just I haven't dropped my music. You know what I mean in years, but I got tons of music.
Okay.
Yeah, I got tons of music.
Nah, for sure. So okay, so when it comes to producing, do you think who do you think has more of an effect on the beat, the artist or the producer?
Well, to me, I understand it. So it's a marriage. It's like it's both of us because I can have a fire ass beat, but if a nigga don't say some fire ass shit on it, it don't mean nothing. The beat is like they'd have been like it's just ain't gonna go, it ain't gonna do nothing. You know.
So who do you think has more of a musical ear, the artist or the producer?
Well, you mean nowadays, or you just talk, or you mean overall?
Overall.
Well, I can't say overall producers because you have people like Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, who compose their own music, who are artists too. And yeah, they play instruments too and knew how, but you know what I mean?
So when you say okay, so I like the fact that you said, "Do I mean now?" So do you think you're saying pretty much back then, artist was their own producer and like okay,
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. And then they got pretty much separated during times.
Yeah.
And then okay.
And then we came up, we got Swiss Beats and Timberland and Dre's, and we started the franchise.
So is that why Kanye is that kind of like such a rare breed because he's
definitely
okay.
Because them producers was making like